Nope, I didn't see it.
You didn't see that? Did you see that, Ryan? Patrick Bet-David was on. Did
he bring him 7 gifts?
No, I mean he's not Rogan. Yeah. Bill Maher, come on. Why? Why is that bad? That guy brought somebody gifts. I like to bring people GIFs. I just send them a bunch of GIFs.
Dude, you were so cute today.
Yeah, thank you, dude. When people ask, is everything a conspiracy? The answer is yes.
Who and what is controlling everything and why? They practice sorcery. I can't argue against magic.
I don't know what it is that we live on, but I believe it's a realm. This realm that we live in is the lowest level of heaven, highest level of hell.
Chicken snake gods and the Anunnaki and sorcery. If Sam says the chicken and snake god is running everything, I'm literally in the world of crazy. I'm winning.
You're losing. Conspiracy Social Club, a.k.a. Deep Waters. We're in it. So, guys, thanks for joining Conspiracy Social Club.
Hey!
Yes, I'm here with the young gay Einstein. Dylan Wren, everybody. Look at this, dude. Yes.
How are we doing?
We're doing great.
How's everybody feeling?
Fun fact I learned this week, Einstein was a cross-dresser. Fun facts. That's how we open it. Bang, bro. Dad just unloads the clip. Ba, 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 ba.
Okay, so Einstein is your enemy because you
well, I mean, his wife did all the work, and he's like the Carlos Mencia of science. Okay. He just jacked people's stuff.
Yeah. It's so weird because you think women are all dumb and stupid.
I don't think.
How did I ever think women are dumb and stupid? About the relativity?
Where did you hear that from me?
Well, you just constantly. You're just
I just call out the dumb and stupid ones. There are very smart women out there.
Okay,
how about the hop line? It's like, I had sex with 22 people. It's like you act like you've achieved something. Like, what are we doing here?
Can we watch? Do you want to watch that?
No, I've watched it on every. I'm over it. I'm over this chick acting like she just accomplished something.
Okay. Well, the video Sam is referring to is a young woman. You don't need to play it, Ryan. It's fine.
Do you think she really did that, or she just?
Let's talk about it, because the logistics of this are absolutely insane. Of course, our monitor's freaking out. There is no God. Okay.
There's a God.
So there is a young lady who just broke up with her boyfriend. She's Australian. She's been traveling around Paris.
Yes.
That's perfect Australian.
Yeah.
And she goes, in 10 days, I've slept with 20 people.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get 22 people.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get another one between my flight and my layover, but let me know how I did.
Yeah.
And those are Wilt Chamberlain numbers.
Yeah.
I find it to be very, very difficult for her to have achieved that.
Hold on, dude. What? Okay.
But Paris is
talk about the worst
love.
Take ever.
Oh,
like
God.
You think?
Can you hit the monitor or something?
Okay.
It's just freaking me out.
Okay,
just put it on a wide and
you don't
fuck with it.
think that a gorgeous blonde chick can get D downs from 22 guys in 10 days? That's 2 a day, brother. These chicks are scandalous, bro. I knew a chick who used to tell me she used to bang 3 dudes in a day. All the time.
Speaking of, my brother's been listening to the show, and he wanted me to ask you.
Oh, no. Now I got sibling rage.
No, it's fine. Listen. So you've embarked on a journey to quit porn.
Yes.
How's that going, by the way?
I think I'm like over. I think I'm like 1 month and like 7 days.
Is that why you're so fatigued? Do you need to let your...
That's a great question.
You need to exercise your ectoplasm, because right now you're like...
Oh, I'm still punching the munchkin. It's I'm not watching broken, hurt people act out trauma on screen.
Can I tell you, nothing makes me feel worse. Okay, it's a conflict of ethics, because there are certain porn stars that are very talented. They just so happen to have hanged themselves. Now, what do? Do you continue to
yeah.
masturbate to them. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
they're some of my favorite actresses, and I feel like it's a sick memorial, but it's a necessary one. I do feel shitty when I do it, but is dirty sex still low frequency or
No.
okay?
But the act of filming pornography is low frequency. Like, you can get filthy.
Right.
It's great if that's what you're into.
Mm-hmm.
But what porn does is it just it sheds it puts women in a light that is not their goddess status.
Yeah.
Women, like, you watch enough porn, you want it, like as much as Vince McMahon is a giant garbage person, and let's not even get to what he did. Like, it's incredible to me, and this is a great just a great snapshot of, let's say, America, is that we look at what he did to a woman and we go, oh my God, how can you do it? And like, we totally discard what he did to all these wrestlers, over years, destroyed their bodies, left them broke.
What did he do to the ladies? What is this accusation?
He went to Browntown on their foreheads. He went to Browntown on their foreheads.
He went to Browntown on their foreheads.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that.
Hold one moment, please. Hold one moment, please.
Yes.
I gotta fix this monitor. I'm gonna freak
What are you gonna go to Browntown right now? It's so funny. Like, you two are freaking out, and I could care less.
Well,
buddy, I don't even need a monitor. Where we're going, there are no monitors. So, as far as I know,
yeah,
I haven't gotten into all of it, but supposedly this woman,
she was Browntown on foreheads. What could that possibly mean?
What do you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. How do you not know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
can't say that. Thank you, Ryan. I'm disgusted too. I'm playing the YouTube game here.
Oh, okay. So I think this is a perfect, and what we as a podcast condemn that.
Yeah, we condemn that. Well, I don't condemn if that's what you're into, right? I mean,
okay, so this is a perfect time to bring up the fact that we didn't have an episode last week.
So did we put it out on Patreon?
Patreon, it's on Patreon, it's on Rockfin.
Why?
Patreon's
Tell them.
better.
Break it down.
Well, our lovely hosting platform, who, oh my gosh, we couldn't be happier to be a part of the Google family. Ooh,
Google family!
Chef's kiss. What an incredible company Google is.
Just doing the Lord's work.
Unbelievable. You know what I say? I say let's make Google bigger. I don't think it's big enough.
Let's go big.
But
go bigger, Google.
The thing about Google is that Google wants to make sure that everybody knows that the claim that all women have coronavirus is patently incorrect. And so
so Google's being racist that old school blacks are giving out medical misinformation.
My only thing is that my only gripe with Google is that they're trying. My only gripe with Google is that they're trying to hamstring the wisdom of 95-year-old black men who think that vaginas are toxic, and I think that is.
I agree.
Is fucked up. I think it's frankly quite fucked up. So last episode we talked about how all women have coronavirus, and it was a joke. But we posted it, immediately got hit with a CDC thing, and the engagement was just through the floor. So me and Sam were talking. We were like, God, we love Google so much. So much so that we're going to start a Rumble. And so join us. I'm just going to put the link right here. So we're going to start being
We're going to be on Rumble because I'm doing a Rumble show, and it's crushing.
Yeah. So Rumble's a great place, and Rumble is there to not hamstring the wisdom of 95-year-old black men who think that vaginas are toxic. Public service announcement out of the way. All right, so we've covered a lot. Einstein was a cross-dresser, and his wife came up with all of his ideas.
Yes.
And that's a fun, do you call that a fun fact?
Fun fact.
Yeah, it's a fun fact.
I love it. Like, we're only 10 minutes in. You got more info than you'll get on any other podcast.
What do you want to get? Oh, well, Drake's piece dropped.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw the picture.
It's quite literally.
Listen,
It's
this is how big Drake's piece is. It has an elbow. That's how big it is.
It is.
It has an angle.
I think Eric Griffin is singing choir music outside.
Yeah.
But maybe that's a microaggression. It just sounds
That
like,
was very microaggression against light-skinned blacks.
Yeah, my bad. Hey, my bad. But you said first Drake's dick is a leviathan.
It is giant.
It looks like a monster of antiquity.
Yes.
And it made me feel both blessed and completely inadequate at the same time.
Let's get into why you were blessed that you got to see it.
No, that I don't have a fucking dick that has an elbow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. I've been calling it out, the big dick psyop that women have tried to push, that wide set vaginas have been trying to push on us for a very long time.
Well, there's a famous Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where the nurse, played by, I think, Marilyn Reichert.
Great comic, great person.
She's fantastic, and I think it's Marilyn. Could be somebody else. But Larry is saying that too long men have been accused of this, and that this is the problem. It's this. Nobody ever says this.
Yeah, nobody does.
Right.
And it's like this psyop that women have wanted to do to get us to be insecure.
Right.
Because they're constantly insecure about everything. So like, how does it feel? You're like, I don't care. Now, once you guys are young, you don't have kids. Once you have a kid, the size of your dick is done. You've done your job. I've completed the circle. I'm good. 6 inches, 5.5 inches, depending on how fat I am at that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if that's why the suicide rate is so high amongst men.
Because what?
Well, our dicks are useless after that.
After we have kids?
Yeah.
I mean, we can get into a ton of that.
Okay. So how do you think Drake's dick is a psyop? You think his
No, I think this notion that women only want big D's is a psyop. Right? I mean, if you go the average size D is 5.5 inches, that means that the average size P has to accommodate the 5.5 inches.
Right.
So they got to work together. So when you're coming in here with Godzilla, you're just wrecking Tokyo.
I mean, literally Godzilla. I mean, it looks like something that would crawl out of the ocean and ruin lives.
Yes.
And then you have to... Your life is trampled over. You get brown on your forehead, and then you have to sign an NDA.
Yeah.
It's just the worst kind of Godzilla.
Do you think he makes women sign NDAs when they look at Godzilla?
I would make every woman sign something if I was...
Does that make you like Drake more or less?
No.
Black Canadian rapper with a giant dong. How does that make you feel about him today?
There's a clip that went viral of Mos Def, who's changed his name to something else.
What's he now? Are you allowed to change your name in your 50s?
Yeah, I mean, P. Diddy does it all the time.
He's still P. Diddy.
Oh, really? I thought he's rebranded a couple times. Puff, P. Diddy.
Yeah,
Snoop
okay.
Lion.
But what is Mos Def now?
Well, Mos Def. Can you look that up? What is Mos Def's name now?
Even Mo Def?
Macroaggression.
Yeah, that was for sure.
But there is you can click out of that.
That's his new name now? Dante? Terrell Smith?
No, it's something else. Yeah. Yasmin Roy, I think, or
Yasmin Bey.
Yasmin Bey. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like the name of a guy who signed a 10-day with the Warriors. Doesn't that sound like that? Yasmin Bey just signed a 10-day with the Warriors. We'll see if it works out.
Yeah, he dropped 6 points. Had a good game.
Not bad.
Not bad.
We might keep him. We need a scoring forward.
Hey, this kid is a Swiss Army knife. I'm telling you,
for sure. Yasmin Bey. I don't know how I feel about that.
So he was asked if he thinks Drake's music is rap, and he just said that Drake's music is like what you shop at Target to.
I couldn't agree more.
Not necessarily rap, but then he goes on to say, I don't want to get myself in trouble or anything, but
the blacks?
Well, he said that America, in that same interview, he said that America is a colonialist outpost.
Yeah,
and the woman who he was talking to, it seemed as though she was hit by some epiphany of insight, and it's like, well, is that really that earth-shattering a statement.
Are you surprised that a rapper talked about how white people suck? Is that a shocking, in-depth interview at that point?
No, it's certainly not. But we have other things to get to. Drake's
my favorite thing would be like Eddie Griffin at the Comedy Store would just do hours on the White Devil and then go get blown by white chicks after. It's like
yeah.
It's like crazy to me.
Well, it's a certain type of infiltration, don't you think?
You get sensitive about this, but I love it. Is like we're now in a time where everybody gets it now. Everybody gets made fun of. Everybody gets criticized.
Yeah.
And I do believe if you really want to get to a colorblind society, that's how you do it.
Well, so it's tough though, because
you are so funny.
The way that is that a new jean jacket?
Yes.
Where'd you get that?
Macy's.
Macy's. Okay.
Whoa, bro. Did you just go pay less on me, dog? Not even Ross dress for less?
No.
By the way, Wednesdays get good sneakers, $20.
Yeah, I know. You said that.
Oh, I'm not allowed to repeat?
No, it's just
info on here?
Just like, listen, I don't want to get into it.
By the way, I'm wearing Timberlands. I get to do one N-word in this show.
You get to do no N-words in this show. Shut up.
I thought that's the point of getting Timberlands. You get one N-bomb.
Nope, that's not the point.
Are you sure?
Okay. How you could even think that is a perk of wearing Timberlands is confusing, because
it's high heels for men.
When you purchase Timberlands, no one says, like, congrats.
They hand you an N-word card. Well, use it wisely, because when it's gone, it's gone.
No. There's no laminated N-word anything. No one says you can say the N-word now.
And you know who told me that? A guy thinks all women have corona.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be going around sticking your 2-inch dick in every pussy that walks in front of you. So, what were we talking about? You were saying that we have to slander everybody to be equal.
No, I don't think you I think you're using slander is like the wrong term there.
Pick on.
No.
Bully.
No. Observations. We should be able to make observations about everyone. And once we've done that to the full extent where everyone's heard it already, then we truly move into a color blind society.
Okay, so like an observation, the kind of observation you're looking for is like
Jews love tunnels, right? If we can all talk about Jews loving tunnels,
yeah, like
we can all just keep moving.
So 5-foot Armenian women should not be allowed to purchase Escalades. They should just turn them away, say no.
Dude, you're not going to hear a fight from me on that. I'm so tired of little bitches in giant cars.
Ma'am,
so
I need to impress this upon you. If we sold you this vehicle, you would kill people.
I'm with you,
It would
dude.
be a serious crime against
This show
humanity.
is anti-little bitches, big cars. When's that show going to be on TLR? Next, little bitches and big cars.
And it's just sequence after sequence of little bitches killing people in their massive SUVs. So the issue with talking about how, and we have to get to conspiracies at some point. I want to talk about Dave Smith and how wrong he and you are about Israel. But perfect example is, so you're talking about how we have to bully everybody in order to be equal.
That is the progressive in you does not know the difference between observation and hate speech.
Right.
And we don't even know what hate speech is. It's just something that white women love to yell at people. That is hate speech. You're like, what are you talking about? I can make an observation. And it doesn't mean I don't like people.
No,
if I say black people take forever to cross the street, that doesn't mean I don't value black people.
Right, and
it's an observation.
Jays love tunnels. It's just an observation.
Armenians and Escalades. How come you made fun of me and I did not get upset? And then I talk about how your people love to tunnel.
I didn't get upset. I didn't get upset. No, but here's the issue.
If we go, hey, everybody in Ryan's Venmo picture looks like they love cocaine. He's like, wah. He doesn't go, wah. I thought about one Jew tunnel. Suddenly you got a saggy diaper over here.
Everyone in Ryan's Venmo profile.
By the way, that's a picture in a Netflix show about a crime that's about to happen, right? Everyone's just hanging out, having fun, being white, doing blow, and then tragedy hit, right?
Or it's like a couple of friends bought like a plantation house in Georgia and they did awful things inside.
What is awful things? How come you go to worst case progressive scenario.
I don't like certain whites. Certain whites are dangerous. You
That's
take a look
fine.
You take a look at Ryan. You go. That's a racist right there.
No, I don't
You take
look at
one
Ryan
look
as a
Ryan, you
racist.
go, oh, he is a
at
filthy
all.
fucking racist.
I look at Ryan as somebody who loves to have new black friends.
Yes.
Like loves it.
Yeah.
Like Dear Journal, met another black today. Really nice guy. Really good guy. I think we connected and we're going to be friends.
The black people, and this happens to me too. I'm too. I weird black people out because I'm too like.
Yeah, too excited about
I'm
them.
way too excited. But anyways.
That's my whole thing. Like, you can't tell me most white people are racist. They're way too excited about their black friends.
Yeah.
They value their black friend. Like, one black friend's, let's face it, is worth like maybe 3 white friends.
But Ibram Kendi here speaking. That is
Yasin Bey
that is
with the
racism
foul.
incarnate. So the thing about observations is that. Can you make observations about people who are perceived to not be doing well? So could you make an observation about a special needs person going, wow, that person's drooling a lot? Like, you don't need to say that. But people who are perceived as doing well, you can say whatever you want. The Jays are perceived as doing well, and so...
You should be able to make fun. But also, let's take the Downs. The Downs are crushing it right now.
Downs are crushing it right now.
Like, Ice Spice is the queen of the Downs.
Oh, is she really?
Oh, look at her face. That is Downs.
Oh, wow.
And I would knock the bottom out of it. And that's like big. Like 2023, 2024 is the year the Downs said no more. Today we take our place on top of the throne. Wow. So you can talk about, like, as long as you don't call them the R word.
Shane Gillis and Ice Spice are just bringing them to the top of the mountain.
Oh, you have Shane's on that a little bit?
Well, that's like a thing. Like he can turn downs like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
Are you excited about him hosting Saturday Night Live?
I will be watching SNL in earnest for the first time in a long time.
I think it's going to do insanely huge numbers.
Insane numbers.
And they're going to be like, oh, this is possible.
Yeah.
And then they'll immediately revert back to the other way because their DNA won't let them.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like that Bill Maher. Did you see the Bill Maher interview with the your favorite person, Patrick Bet-David, who I love? I love Patrick Bet-David.
Nope, I didn't see it.
You didn't see that? Did you see that, Ryan? Patrick Bet-David was on.
Did he bring him 7 gifts?
No, I mean he's not Rogan. Yeah. Bill Maher, come on. Why? Why is that bad? That guy brought somebody gifts. I like to bring people GIFs. I just send them a bunch of GIFs.
Dude, you were so cute today.
Yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you. I'm on fire today. So let's get into what you want to talk about.
Well, what happened with PDB?
So, it's just I watch Bill Maher and I go, this is why San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York are never going to be saved. They're just never going to be saved because he has an inability to look at his own side and go, maybe this isn't where I need to be anymore. And the theory of, like, with you, obviously, with Jew tunnels, right? Like, you're like, JTs. JTs with the JTs, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's just like the theory of what that could result from that is 10 times worse than what is actually happening on a street level. Like, so the theory of going, I might be voting Republican is way more dangerous to them than actually dealing with what's happening on the streets. So Patrick Bet-David, I think you look it up. It's a real quick thing. If you look up his Twitter, he basically, of course, Bill Maher goes all Queenie, excited about Gavin Newsom, even though we've heard him criticize Gavin Newsom on the show a ton of times. And he's like, he's a winner. And Patrick Bet-David's like, what do you mean? What does he want? I mean, he can win the election. Oh, okay. No. So then Patrick Bet-David goes, okay, so you're a guy who's results-oriented, goal-oriented. Obviously, you have the successful show. You do that. Yeah. What are the things that Gavin Newsom has done that you think he got done and got right and did it?
He's lowered the price of insulin. and fought against pharmaceutical industry.
Okay. So what you're saying to me is on the list of problems that need to get solved.
No, you just asked.
That is enough for you.
No.
So like you are constantly
don't project.
No.
Don't bully me right now.
I'm not bullying you.
You've been
right
bullying
now.
people
I'm not
the whole
bullying
show.
you right now at all. I'm asking you
to cement Patrick Bet-David's intelligence by seeing him go up against somebody who's attempting to defend Gavin Newsom is, I would say, not a great exhibit for your case. It's very easy.
What do you mean?
It's very easy to take down somebody who is in support of Gavin Newsom. You have to be insane to think that Gavin Newsom is doing good.
So you go, oh, he's up again. Like, dude, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is how ridiculous.
You did it again. You pointed all 5 fingers at me. I fucking hate that.
Okay, this guy is saying that Gavin Newsom fought the pharmaceutical industry as he forced people and tried to force children to get a COVID vaccine. Like, what are we talking about here?
Don't do that.
What are we talking about
here?
here?
Honestly, I was just put all 5 fingers back in their
what are we
their
talking
holster.
about here?
No. Listen, I was just playing devil's advocate. I'm not a fan of Gavin Newsom.
Yeah. So, but the whole point is like he gets pressed on this shit, and then he goes, he brought rain, which is a dismissive shift of focus from the fact that he can't name one thing that Gavin Newsom has done well, and the only reason he wants Gavin Newsom is because he's a Democrat.
Yeah. All right, let's listen to this, and we're probably gonna cut it after a certain point because I just.
How do you feel about Newsom?
Had him on my show Friday.
I saw that,
and I first of all, I love him. You just like a guy.
Such a queen.
For a long time. He's done my show.
I just
for
love
a long
him.
Time. Do I love everything he does as the governor of California? No, I don't. I wouldn't say I'm undertaxed.
Queen.
Yeah, I have issues with the state. He's a guy. One reason I want him to run for president, well, is because he's obviously a winner. This guy could fucking do it. It's insane that we have the guy, but we can't run him because we have to tiptoe around Biden. And
define a winner.
Well, he would win the election.
Oh, so
he would win the election.
He's a talented debater, speaker, communicator, deflector,
and politician, and he's a smart guy. He's a smart, real guy.
He's
terrible.
All right, can you stop? Can you stop?
Stop it. If you really want to have a fun time, watch any interview done with Gavin Newsom when he was mayor of San Francisco. Those back when San Francisco was a counterculture type city with class and culture, they would just crucify that dude. They would just string him up, dude.
Yeah.
And he came off snarky and gross and all that stuff. And it's like he's not a good debater. He runs from debating anybody. Oh, Hannity, the guy who he goes on Fox News, and Patrick Bet-David has given Gavin Newsom his flowers on when he went on Fox. But I'm like, and this is where I push back on Patrick Bet-David, is like he got interviewed by Hannity, who wears a CIA pen, lapel or a little pin on his thing.
Well, I mean, we're certainly going to have to look that up, right, Ryan? We're certainly going to have to look that up.
What?
That he wears a CIA pin.
Will you please look up Hannity wears CIA pin? I mean, are you really going to die on that?
No, I just want to see if it's true. You can't go around. Listen, nobody wants to slander Sean Hannity more than me.
Oh, I cannot stand it.
We have to. All right,
click it. There we go.
This seems pretty easy to find.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's go ahead and zoom in.
Let's see if it will let you. It doesn't look like it's letting you.
Okay, so that.
Why don't you walk closer? If you really need that kind of evidence.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna walk.
Zapruder. Do I ring the bell?
Listen, I'm not here to defend Sean Hannity.
Is the enemy of your enemy your friend?
Party people, it is time to talk about DraftKings, the leader in fantasy sports. Just dropped a brand new fantasy app, Pick Six. Pick Six is the newest way for you to get in on the fantasy football action with DraftKings. Just pick between 2 and 6 NFL players and choose if they're going to have more or less of a stat. Easy. For example, will a player have more or less than 100 rushing yards, or will a player have more than 1 touchdown? Track your lineup and compete against others for a shot at huge cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and sign up with code CSC. That's code CSC. Only at DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. Valid only in states where DraftKings Pick 6 operates. Pick 6 not available in all states, including but not limited to Connecticut and New York. For up-to-date list of states, please visit dkng.co/pick6states. Void where prohibited. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com. The crown is yours. Have fun. I wouldn't even go there. I would just say that he's my enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say that
Yeah,
he's my
so
enemy.
he's got CIA, but he's not. And I think the other one is FBI. I mean, he's
So a Punisher skull with a purple regal stripe is CIA.
Yeah, and by the way, where are you putting the crease in your hair? Like down the middle?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? That is the worst crease I've ever seen. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I shouldn't be talking about hair. I have no
I mean, you're cross-dressing Einstein right now. But, dude, down the middle of your head.
Can you imagine
who parts their hair down the middle of their head?
The makeup chair conversations with this guy? It's like, oh, God.
Oh, my God.
So uncomfortable, dude.
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable.
As I'm putting bronzer on your face. What were we? We were not
talking Bill Maher.
We weren't talking Yassine Bey. Who is what? Is he a shooting guard?
Yeah, he's a scoring forward. 3D, dude. 3D.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, you're gonna get no argument from me that. Okay. This is what I wanted to say.
Oh, will you look up? I want you to watch this because this goes into Jew tunnels again.
Okay, JTs. Please say JTs, not Jew tunnels.
Will you look up I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Mayorkas? Is that Mayor? Mayorkas? His impeachment, and we want to watch his response. And I would love to hear from one of the JTs over here. If you think
I'm just a J. Now you're kind of like turning me into a power bottom, which.
Oh, hey, well, welcome to Brian Callen seat.
Yeah, no, I understand how oppressive it is.
Will you look up go to videos and see if they show you where he's getting will you put him Holocaust survivor?
Okay. Can I really quickly before we get to this that's probably it. The reason why I don't watch Bill Maher anymore is because I'm tired of boomers who are fiercely loyal to neoliberalism.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Bitch about the world.
I agree.
So it's your greedy, beady existence that got us here.
Yeah, I agree.
So please, let's not bitch about things that don't matter and say that Gavin Newsom is a winner. And it's just, I don't understand. There's this narrative of like, we have to get a neoliberal in because they can beat Trump. No. That doesn't work. It worked once and it failed once.
And you had to completely rig the election. Go on.
Okay, so I'm so over you idiots talking about Maricopa County and 1,000 mules and all this shit.
2,000.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, but here's the problem with you, Dylan. Whatever ridiculous algorithm you have, which includes snuff, as we discussed before.
Right. And
you're never going to hear all the cases of them discovering.
Sure, yeah. Your algorithm, my algorithm is tons and tons of court cases with Trump appointed judges.
Yeah.
Your algorithm is Einstein is a cross-dresser and his wife came up with all of his ideas.
Yes, because
so
that's called facts.
one is fact and one is
it's not
La
fact.
La Land.
Yeah,
One is
okay.
fact and one is Middle Earth.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to stay on this side of truth, and you can start. I don't know. We'll see what you come in with next week.
So what is the case that he? Is it the one? Are you like the woman who needs $85 million who accused everyone and their mother of diddling her?
Are you talking about Jean?
Yeah,
Jean,
the one who looks like she walked in on a ghost making love to her mother.
Rachel, let me tell you what
face.
we're going to do with the money. We're going to go to Saks. We're going to go to Saks Fifth Avenue and we're going to get some new shoes. And everyone's like, no.
Hey, she's never going to see
that's a joke. Yeah, it'll be tough to get all of that. But no, are you still going to bitch about the election?
Yeah, it's 100% rigged. You have zero clue what's going on, and it's not a Democrat Republican thing. Because I was on the other side when I said Al Gore got it ripped off by George Bush. So it's not a party thing with me.
Why don't
it's so obvious.
So why don't you just shut up about it then? And you honestly you do this kind of VHS rewind thing where you go, oh, I talk about all the elections that were rigged. You don't. You constantly talk about fucking Maricopa County. It's all 1,000 mules in Maricopa County.
2,000 mules.
And then when somebody brings it up, you go, oh, I talk about Al Gore. You never talk about Al Gore.
I do talk about Al Gore.
Unless somebody goes, shut up about Trump.
That happened 24 years ago. And we've all moved on. I would even tell you that the JFK stole the election from Nixon through Illinois and the mob. I'm telling you that.
Yeah. So if we have a tapestry and a quilt of cheating in elections, why is this one any different than any election we've had before it? This is a contest run and played by the most reptilian people in the world. Do you not think that there's going to be cheating every single time?
But that doesn't mean we have to accept it.
Okay. No, obviously we don't have to accept it. But to go rah about certain ones more than others is stupid.
Well, dude, I'm an independent. When
you're alt-right, dude.
When
you're red-pilled alt-right. You're based
alt-right.
I am. Yeah.
I'm a common sense liberal.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Common sense.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
100%.
Can we look at? I'm getting so mad right now. Can we look at this?
Why are you getting mad? Go to videos. Let's see if we can find it.
And I want to talk about dead internet after this.
Okay, I would love that,
dude.
It's crazy.
You can't find anything about Ted Gunderson.
Yep,
you just can't find anything about the guy.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. We are straight in 1984 and we don't even know it.
You can't find anything on the guy, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's watch this.
Is this it?
So I changed the search. So is it just Mayorkas Holocaust survivor?
Yeah, Senate hearing. Yes, where he's like, I would like to address that. Yeah, heat exchange. I think that's it. Yeah, yeah.
This one?
Yeah, I think so. Try that one.
What about people who say things like,
can you full screen it, right?
October the 7th, F Israel, I'm cleaning up the language here. F Israel.
Oh, thanks, Josh.
No, this isn't it. This isn't it. It's just look like we're, I don't know how to find it, but go to Twitter and in the search, put his name, Holocaust survivor, and you'll find it.
Is Josh Hawley not having just Spartacus moment after Spartacus moment?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, him and Cory Booker just milk the cameras.
Oh, yeah, they're great. But by the way, Cory Booker loves gay bondage.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But I don't hate him. You're into weird shit. Get weird, dude. I'm not judging. There it is. Okay. That's it. Yes, let's see. I need you to see this.
Okay, full
Watch this.
Screen.
So here's what he says.
Mr. Secretary, I think that your performance is despicable. And I think the fact that you are not willing to provide answers to this committee is absolutely atrocious.
Atrocious.
Mr. Chairman, may I? If you'd like to have a minute to respond, you will.
Okay, he just questioned his job performance. Hear this.
Okay, great.
Number one, what I found despicable is the implication that this language, tremendously odious, actually could be emblematic of the sentiments of the 260,000 men and women of the Department of Homeland Security. Number one.
Dude, that's a lot of
Number
people.
two, Senator Hawley takes an adversarial approach to me in this question.
Can you pause it and move the mouse off the screen? How many people did he say?
200,000 work for Department of Homeland Security. Over 200,000. That's a lot of people.
Dude. Okay, so Homeland Security, I believe, is a pretty young body. It's like 20 years old, probably.
Yeah.
How many CIAs do we need?
Yeah, how many? Dude, I think
Bush is like, well, we can't spy on our own people well enough with the FBI, so let's create the Department of Homeland Security.
100%.
Fast forward 20 years, it's got 200,000 people.
Yeah. After this, I want you to look up how many
fuck?
intelligence agencies are there. I think there's like
13.
Yeah, it's like insane.
Why do we need? Go ahead. Sorry.
Perhaps he doesn't know my own background.
Okay.
Perhaps he does not know that I am the child of a Holocaust survivor. Perhaps he does not know that my mother lost almost all her family at the hands of the Nazis. And so I find his adversarial tone to be entirely misplaced. I find it to be disrespectful of me and my heritage. And I do not expect an apology, but I did want to say what I just articulated.
Okay. So what's your thoughts on that?
Okay. Well, I don't really have the context of what Senator Josh Hawley, who, like Cory Booker loves bondage, allegedly, Josh Hawley wears a Grand Wizard costume when he has sex.
Oh,
and
really?
He actually cuts a hole like the Hasids.
Oh,
to
really?
sleep with his wife. Yeah.
Hey, man, whatever gets you off.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped
anything
watching
that
porn,
gets
because
you
we
off.
just end up getting into weird places and
Right.
we're like, why am I erect at this car crash right now?
Right, 100%. Yeah, that's a kangaroo. That's not even a human being.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
what
so
I'm doing
weird.
right now with my dick in my hand. I don't know what he said before.
Well, I mean, I thought we were seeing it right there. I don't know. I thought that this hearing was about the border.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we saw a clip where somehow they're talking about October 7th,
Yeah.
which we're never going to hear the end of that one.
What
And
do you-
just people
well,
still.
What do you mean? What do you mean about that?
What?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it's a false flag. We know that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We know that. And and you just still have people coming up to me.
We don't know.
No, we do know
that.
that. You don't know that.
No.
We know that.
No. Here's what I'm saying. You don't
I
know
do
that.
know that.
No, you don't.
Yes.
So like you don't know that 9/11 was inside job or a false flag.
Yeah, I
you
do.
You don't know
I
that.
do know that.
You think that. Can we go to that Dave Smith Twitter video?
This is going to sound like a conspiracy theory if you haven't heard this before.
I have
but
no
this is
problems with that.
totally 100% true. It was Benjamin Netanyahu's strategy for years to prop up Hamas, specifically because then there would be no negotiating a state for the Palestinians. Because no one in the international community is going to look at Hamas, this terrorist organization, and say, yeah, we recognize them. So the plan was to undermine the more secular Palestinian Authority types so that they wouldn't be in control, Hamas would be in control, and then no one would ever negotiate their state. So just to be clear here, this is, and by the way, I mean, you can find direct quotes from Benjamin Netanyahu saying this in his own words, saying that you must support Hamas, we must continue funding and supporting Hamas so that they can never get a state, specifically for that intended reason. So basically what Benjamin Netanyahu did was for years prop up this terrorist organization and then fail to defend his people from them on October 7th.
That's the only part of that statement.
Yeah, dude, I was so excied for you to say, well, I disagree with that.
Yeah.
Because it was purposeful.
So what is your problem with that accurate statement?
Well, my problem with it is that One, I have a tough time characterizing the PLO as like a secular body. I understand that the PLO was more willing to have peace with Israel, Oslo Accords and all that stuff. But my thing is, I want to try to draw an equivalence to Russia and Ukraine and Israel and and Palestine.
All right.
And you love Putin, right? So you're totally
I have no
good.
illusions that anybody at that position is anything other than a psychopath.
What?
I think everybody at that position is a psychopath.
What do you mean? Heads of state?
Yeah. I think it takes a certain person to want to get into that kind of power position, and they'll do anything to keep that power.
Okay, well, great. So would you say that they're necessary psychopaths? Like, what do you want? So who do you want leading
I want
states?
Benevolent, peaceful people who just want to make $1 and take care of their family and have everybody work together in wonderful trade roots, and everybody lives and loves and all that stuff.
Yeah. Now, does that sound like you understand that sounds like delusional, right?
No,
It sounds
it's
like
not
a
delusional.
bit of a pipe dream.
It's unbelievable that a guy who lives in an area where like 2/3 of his block is really concerned with trans kids' rights. Like, is sitting there telling me that that world peace is delusional. It's like so crazy to me how like the left has lost their anti-war movement. I am anti-war. NATO moving up to Russia's fucking borders is a violation of the peace agreement they did when they decided to like work together for Germany. Yeah. It's just a fact, man.
100% a fact, yeah. So provocations on your border,
yes,
not cool, right? You would say, I love Putin. This is you. I love Daddy Putin because
you are so great.
I love Daddy Putin.
You're like an AI that went through all of Brian Callen's arguments now and just started churning out, Putin lover.
No. It's not that I'm an AI. I'm a real man.
Yeah.
With independent thought.
Okay.
And I've been sitting in that seat over there for years, hearing you defend Vladimir Putin.
Let me ask you something. What makes Putin worse than the last fucking?
Please don't swear.
The last, let's say, 8 presidents.
Okay, so here's where we're going to disagree a little bit.
Okay.
Right? I would say, and it's tough to debate with you because
I win so much.
I don't know. It's not that you win, it's that you have alternative truths that kind of snuff out any reasonable argument regarding anything.
All right.
So I would say that our past presidents didn't poison people.
What?
Right. And you would say,
what are you talking about?
You would say that listen, and okay, so you would point
this is my favorite part of where the show has evolved from Brian Callen being completely wrong to Dylan having arguments where we have to sit in a vacuum of no other facts involved. We're just talking specifically about this, and any history that might be taken into account as we debate it is totally gone. Okay.
That was super vague and unhelpful.
No,
so
it wasn't, because I was about to say what it was. So you're like, oh, we've never poisoned anybody. Like what we've done to Latin America and the Middle East, we've assassinated so many leaders. Unbelievable.
I'm talking about political operatives. So if somebody was running against Obama, Obama wouldn't assassinate them the way that
literally
Vladimir
the
Putin does.
Clintons have a body count.
Yeah, and that's where I thought you were going to go. But Obama's chef didn't die because he was a political threat to Obama. He was
into weird like shit.
He drowned in a pool.
Okay,
or in a body of water.
Okay, all right.
So I would say that the major difference between Putin and our presidents is that our presidents, they're megalomaniacs, but they don't have so much power that they can just kill people in the middle of the street the way that Trump wants to do and be completely acquitted of all guilt. Trump's just said it. I'm just saying Trump said I could kill somebody in the middle of the street and nobody would bat an eye.
Yeah.
That's Putin's life, essentially. He has to be a little bit more sneaky.
Right, okay.
But so getting back to PLO, Hamas, Israel, the reason why you...
Go on. I thought he was being cute. Go on.
You would say that a constant provocation on your border would be something where you would side with the person who was having their border encroached upon. Now let's move.
What is what Dylan set me up with?
Now let's talk about what's a worse provocation. Signing into a treaty organization or a trade organization, or firing fucking missiles all the fucking time every single day.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that I am an advocate of Benjamin Netanyahu. I'm not saying that I'm a huge fan of what Israel is doing right now.
So what you believe in your heart of hearts.
What is odd to me, though, is that there is a
Dylan, is that the Palestinian people.
No.
Okay.
No. Never said anything about the Palestinian people.
That they, or this Hamas terrorist group, what they do is on their own, without any kind of funding from anyone outside, they hurl rockets into Israel, fully knowing that the wrath of the heavens are going to be just bombarded on them. That's what you think is really happening. That's what you think.
No.
You think that Hamas just hurls rockets in, and that isn't part of a bigger play, which is allow this to happen. So, which is basically a manifestation event to allow Israel to take more of Gaza. Okay. You don't think that's happening when we have?
I think it might be happening. I think it might be happening, and when you're getting into the reality of the people that are leading countries,
dude, you're just,
we're not in,
you have a blind spot.
You have a blind spot.
No,
we're
you
not
have a blind spot.
Teletubby land where you exist, where we go, we just want benevolent people who just want to make a buck and take care of their families running the major countries on this planet.
So
that's
what
not
I will
how the
tell
world
everybody
works.
here
It is
watching
literally
today.
never happened in the history of human civilization.
No, you don't know that, Dylan, at all.
What are you talking about?
You don't know that at all.
Great.
Our history is a lie. Okay, there used to be something called Tataria, which was a giant shipping and trade empire. That is gone. They've wiped that empire out of our existence and our history. Okay,
Yeah.
When you have a group of people, okay, and this is not Jews. I'm not saying Jews because I don't believe that. Okay, but when you have a group of people, these Babylonian banking families, okay, that go way above the Abrahamic religions. Okay, it's not the Abrahamic religions. All right. Go way above them, funding both sides of these wars, okay? Causing chaos to cash checks, to control trade routes, okay? I really do wonder if we would ever have real war, because most people I know just want to be left alone. That's what I know.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not an advocate of war. I would love peace. I think everybody would be better off if we had
but
peace.
You don't think it's possible. So think
I don't
that
think it's
the guy
possible.
who openly admits he created and funds Hamas, okay?
He doesn't openly.
He does too, dude. He literally said it in interview after interview.
Okay.
You can't come to grips with it. Your DNA will not allow you.
That's not true. I'm saying if it is true, which it is, which it might be.
It is.
Well, we get into, was Hamas propped up by Israel for this intended purpose? I'm not sure.
I would say yes.
Hamas was propped up by Israel because that's just it's first world playbook. Okay, it's just that's what's done. We've done it 1,000 times. Britain's done it 1,000 times. You create radical bodies to fight your wars for you. Okay,
No. You create the problem so you could be the solution,
or that. Now
that's much different than what you're saying.
Okay, so it is much different. You are you're totally good with Daddy Putin fighting back against people who are on his border and provoking the safety and sanctity of his country. Yet when Israel is quite literally under fire, we start having issues with the creativity of the tactics.
Well, okay.
Now,
let's take a look at the Ukrainians' standard of living versus the Palestinian standard of living. Russia does not control the amount of food they eat, the energy they get, their mobility, okay? Israel completely controls all of that in Palestine. Okay,
I think you're just making up justifications to get out of this wet paper
that's
bag
you
that
in
you're
denial
in right now.
of fun facts.
Now, if this is true, which it might be,
it is.
Is it unreasonable to have a head of state come up with a quirky, fun plan?
You're just ridiculous.
To eliminate what has been a threat since the inception of a country. People call Israel a colonialist power.
It's 100%.
They've taken land after they've been attacked. They've taken land after they've been attacked.
Yeah, but if you know you can take the land after an attack, why would you fund the people doing the attacking? Because you know you want to take the land. Because they want to control that entire... It's a trade route, bro.
Okay.
It's a land bridge.
Okay, couple things. One, that's realpolitik. You're in La La Land, so you think that that's wrong. It didn't happen. Israel didn't start off with this tactic in the 40s. After decades and decades and decades and decades of wars and attacks on their country, then maybe... they go, yeah, you know what? Our military is much more powerful, so let's just let them fucking attack us, and then we'll see what happens to their land. I understand that it's not nice. I understand that it's a little duplicitous, but we're delusional if we think that it's just completely unacceptable. You're not living in the reality of the stakes that they are.
And I make no illusions of that. It's going to be Disneyland, dude. I make no illusions of that. Yeah. You have people who were now. You can sit there and go, okay, Israel was there back in the day, and blah blah blah, and we could do all that. Okay,
are you talking about the Bible?
The Israelis were there, and then we had the Turks come in and they put the Palestinians there, and all this stuff. Okay, I have no problem with having a discussion. I don't think that the Palestinians and the Israelis can't live together. I just don't, okay? But when one side is well-funded and the other side isn't well-funded, one side has all the weapons and the other side has some weapons, but not even close. And you just have, I mean, dude, you have a blind spot.
No, let's do this. Let's give the Palestinians more military power. And then everything will be fine.
They're totally. You need somebody to come in there and regulate that shit. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
It's like you are completely and utterly ignoring all these facts that are going on.
No, I'm not. You're
100%
in Candyland.
No, you are delusional. Okay. About the relationship between the Israelis and the Palestinians. And I don't hate Jews and I don't hate Israelis.
Yeah.
What I hate, though, are warmongers. Okay.
Yeah.
We got this bill that's going to send Ukraine $60 billion, Israel $30 billion, and the border $20 billion. I mean, it's like, what are we fucking doing here?
Yeah.
And you're going to cry about fucking the price of food and the price of that. Every time they do one of these bills, your dollar's worth less.
Well, and we can get into the border bill and all that stuff. I love that a border bill gets proposed that is the most Republican radical bill for border.
Yeah, with a ton of pork in it for Israel and Ukraine. And let's not even talk Israel. The Ukraine is lost. Everyone knows that is done. This is a money laundering situation. We're just money laundering to the military industrial complex.
Sure.
That's all we're doing. I can't even believe that that's an issue. That you don't understand that that's exactly going on.
I'm not saying that that's not going on.
It's like Ukraine, I'm telling you, and this is where I'm going to lose you. This was an ethnic cleansing. They're going to turn fucking the Ukraine into greater Israel. I'm telling you right now.
Oh my God. It's so dumb. It's so stupid what you're saying.
Dude.
All right. So we've had rain lately. Who won that?
Who won the rain?
No.
I won that. You are delusional.
Ryan,
God
who do you
have
think
mercy
won
on
that
your
argument?
beehole.
And
God
you
have
just
mercy
be honest.
on Dylan's beehole. You guys wanted retarded. You got retarded.
Can
bang,
you,
bang, bang.
Brian, who do you think won that?
Put me in a bind here. This is a real Israel-Palestine situation.
No, dude.
Yeah. Pick who won.
Dylan, it doesn't matter.
I'm going to say...
Nobody's feelings are going to be hurt. You need to just say who won that.
I'm going to say Sam won it.
Yeah! Bang, bang.
That's absolutely insane, dude.
Listen.
Fucking.
Here, real quick, hold my hand.
Yeah.
God, please have the comment section take it easy on Dylan's beehole.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't just wreck it. Just wreck it like Drake just got in it.
Mm-hmm.
Please let him know he's new. He's trying. He's learning.
Yeah.
He's getting new information that his algorithm won't give him. Right. So please, God, please have them take mercy on Dylan's beehole.
And I'll tell everybody in the comment section, if you want to tear me open like Drake, I don't even need to sign an NDA. I'm not going to tell a soul. It's absolutely fine. All right, let's wrap with dead internet. There's a guy named Ted Gunderson. I think that's his name.
Maybe.
Do you know his name?
I've heard Ted Gunderson, yeah.
It's over there on the right. It's like a green tab. Further to the right. Keep going. So this is...
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, they killed him.
They didn't kill him. He died of cancer.
No, Ted Gunderson, I believe, died in a river.
No, he died of cancer.
Let's see.
I'm
pretty sure he died in a river.
So we've had rain lately, a lot of rain. I gotta say, dude, since we've been working on this show, you were the biggest coward when it comes to driving in the rain. Sam will cancel a show like that if it's raining. He's just like, guys, the roads are a little nuts right now. Let's hold off on recording. But Ted Gunderson was a big chemtrail cloud.
Former FBI Ted wasn't murdered, which means he was murdered. But it does say the cancer. So that's fine. You might be right. You should ring a bell on that. You should ring a bell whenever you can ring a bell. But someone told me he was found dead in a river. But I guess
a lot
I'm
of
wrong.
your friends tell you things that aren't true.
Yeah, I mean, mostly true. There you go. Enjoy that, buddy. I gotta let you have these wins once in a while. Go on.
Okay. Really quickly, I just want to...
Why?
It's just... You're being too condescending. I won the last one. I don't care what fucking...
Oh, okay.
Sigma
so I said you lost. He said you lost, but you said you won? Okay.
I don't
Gotcha.
care what you and Sigma Chi tell me.
Dude, let him be him,
okay?
dude. Let the whitest of whites be the white.
I won that one because you cannot...
Okay.
You cannot
so you're
tell
talking
me...
about Ted. Enjoy
right,
your victory.
all right.
Don't go back to your losses.
It's
Move
not a
on
loss.
from that. That's what the champs do.
You love Putin because they're encroaching on his border. You hate Netanyahu because they're encroaching on his border.
No. Okay.
Okay.
That's
so I
cute.
won.
It's
Okay.
unbelievable.
So
Go
that
on.
logic doesn't pan out,
No,
and it's
okay.
really,
You're
really dumb.
delusional.
So anyways.
One more. Welcome to... Dude, you should sell vacuums. Because you love vacuums. You love living and talking in a vacuum.
So go ahead and play that. Go to like 30 seconds into it. Just play it and skip ahead. Oh, yeah. So this is a good point. Full screen that and play it for us. So this guy is, I think he was the head of...
The FBI.
No, he was the head of the Los Angeles branch of the FBI.
Yes.
And he is pissed about chemtrails. Can you actually back it up like 15 seconds? Yeah, there's perfect. Okay, go ahead and play this.
By the United Nations, this element within our society that's doing this must be stopped. I happen to know of 2 of the locations where the airplanes are that dump this crap on us.
Yep. He's totally right.
4 of the planes are out of the Air National Guard, Lincoln, Nebraska, and the other planes are out of Fort Still, Oklahoma. I personally have observed the planes that were standing still in Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, at the Air National Guard. They have no markings on them. They're huge, bomber-like airplanes with no markings. This is a crime. Crime against humanity, crime against
I
America,
agree.
crime against the citizens of this great country. They must be stopped. What is wrong with Congress?
They're bought and sold.
This has an effect on
All right,
their
so pause it.
population.
Now, on the outside, this looks like a crazy old man screaming about something in the middle of a field, right?
Yes.
Regardless of whether or not it's true or not, when you look up something on Ted Gunderson,
Yeah.
who is a darling of the conspiracy world, I think he wrote a book akin to Behold a Pale Horse.
Yeah. Which was amazing. Which is a great book. Have you read it yet? You got to read it. And you read it, you're like, it was written in 91, and then you see everything he talked about just happening after it. Go on.
You know what Ryan looks like? Ryan looks like his favorite book is Moneyball. I don't read a lot, but have you read Moneyball?
Have you read Moneyball, bro? I think the Dodgers should have to use that shit. I mean, dude, Oakland came up with the idea and everyone just jacked it.
Yeah, and now Oakland, rest in peace, the Oakland In-N-Out.
It's so sad.
It's so sad.
Dude, Oakland is just a wild town right now.
Although I'll
it is
tell you,
Mad Max.
It does make sense to me to smash and grab at In-N-Outs by the airport. The lines are long and people's lives are in their car. Now, it's disgusting and you should maybe be capitally punished for doing that.
Yes.
But regardless, I'm getting distracted.
So someone was saying that they should have the death penalty for car theft.
Listen, if I was the ruler of the United States,
Yeah, obviously not benevolent.
no, obviously not obviously not nice. I don't know that I would start killing people en masse, but we would have re-education camps for minor grievances. If you are at if you're at the front of a left-hand turn arrow and you are on your phone and you sit there for 3 seconds,
I'm with you.
In my utopia, I'm going to have a lot of drones that are monitoring everyone's behavior. That person's going to be ripped from their car and they're going to be thrown in a re-education camp.
Okay.
They don't need to be
I'm not against
necessarily
that.
killed.
I'm not against
but
that.
we have a lot of psychos running around
Yeah.
who are committing crimes against humanity, and they're technically not illegal.
Yeah.
But they absolutely should be.
I agree. Do you
And
know they're trying to get rid of right on red in Los Angeles?
I told you that last episode.
Yeah, I want to fight everybody.
Oh, yeah. No, it's absolutely insane. But anyways, this guy is lauded in the conspiracy world. When you look up anything about him on the internet, he is next to impossible.
go.
Next to impossible to find. The internet is dead. Everybody go to samtripoli.com.
When people ask, is everything a conspiracy? The answer is yes.
Who and what is controlling everything and why? They practice sorcery. I can't argue against magic.
I don't know what it is that we live on, but I believe it's a realm. This realm that we live in is the lowest level of heaven, highest level of hell.
Chicken snake gods and the Anunnaki and sorcery. If Sam says the chicken snake god is running everything, I'm literally in the world of crazy. I'm winning.
You're losing. Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deep Waters.